watching. Today we're looking at a 2014 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum Series in white. Here we are inside the Nissan Pathfinder. Let's take a look at some of the options this Platinum Series has. In here in the center console we have the driver information screen. This guy shows you all kinds of statistics such as power distribution for the all-wheel drive system, fuel economy, how far into your next service, and lots of customizable options for vehicle driver preferences. Over here, we have the controls for that unit, as well as this toggle doubling as a selector for both in the driver information screen and the main screen. Here we have audio up and down for volume, source, as well as hands-free communication with the vehicle, and a hard button for hanging up and answering Bluetooth phone calls. On the other side, we have cruise control. Behind, we have the intermittent wipers and the light controls. Down here on the door, power windows, power locks, power mirrors, as well as a whole bunch of buttons for things like manual override for traction control, heated steering wheel, power liftgate open and shut, turn off, as well as toggles for plugs and other power options. Down here, we have the heated memory seats controls. And over here, we have the main screen. This XM screen that we have displayed right now can be pushed away, and we'll go check out the navigation. This navigation system is a touch screen, so you can do all the functions with the hard buttons or the soft buttons on the touch screen. Conveniently, down here, we have all the hard buttons to complement the soft buttons. So this way we can do things like zoom in and out using this toggle rather than touching the screen itself. We can jump to various menus by hitting the hard buttons. This way we do not have to fiddle with the touchscreen. This car also has the proximity camera system. This shows what's around the vehicle at all times. As you can see here, it's basically a map of around the vehicle, showing what's available and what's dangerous when parking. Here we also have trajectory for the rear camera. So as I turn the wheel, you can see the lines moving. This shows you where the vehicle will actually be going when you're reversing. Down here, the audio controls also have hard buttons that link to the screen. So as I push satellite or AM/FM, it changes on the screen, and it can even go back to the map. This is very quick to move around with the hard buttons rather than finding those menus through a soft touch screen. Down here are your audio controls, 6 CD player, as well as satellite radio, AM/FM, disc, and auxiliary input. This way you can quickly move through those media devices that change up on the main screen as we saw before. Down here are your climate control for front passengers as well as the driver, and you also have rear shutoff. So this way on the main screen you can see we can control the temperature of the rear. This way we can control what our kids are doing if they're unable to control it themselves, or we can give power to the rear passengers to decide for themselves what they would like for temperature. Down here in the center console, we also have control over the seats. They're both heated and cooled, the front driver and passenger, meaning that it pumps air-conditioned air into the seats to cool them down on hot summer days. Down here we have the toggle for all-wheel drive system. This guy allows us to choose two-wheel, auto, or lock. The auto allows the vehicle to choose 4 or 2-wheel drive, whereas the 2-wheel will save fuel economy, keeping the vehicle in 2-wheel drive, or we can lock it in 4-wheel drive, and that will be good for things like snow or other dangerous driving conditions. Here in the center console of the vehicle, we have RCA plugins, USB, and a charging port. This car has tan leather interior and aluminum and wood trim. Up here, you can see it has the sunroof, power slide, power tilt, and in the back you can see the panoramic roof. Nissan Pathfinder Platinum is sitting on 20-inch aluminum rims with Toyo all-season tires. It has chrome cladding on the lower portion, door handles, as well as the roof. You can see on the roof, it's got that pano that we saw from the inside. Here on the back, you can see that trailer hitch with the 7-pin trailer connector, rear proximity sensors, and there's that rear view camera. By pushing this button, we can actually automatically fold up the door. It is automatic to come back down, and it is controlled by the remote fob. Here you can see the storage available when the 3 rows are up. However, the 3rd row can go down very quickly. It folds flat for additional storage. It is split 50-50, as well as the 2nd row is split 60-40. so that you have maximum control over your storage and your seating. The second row does fold flat as well. Here in the back bin in the lower floor is hidden, and it also contains your Bose subwoofer for the audio system. Look in the back seat of this Pathfinder. Down here we can see the rear climate control. This guy allows you to control fan speed and temperature. However, it can be shut off from the front, so if you have small children, it can be deactivated. Down a little bit lower, we have the heated seat functions for 2 of the rear passengers, as well as RCA inputs, headphone jacks with volume control, and a power point for things like laptops. Up here on the headrest, you can see one of the screens. There are 2 of these guys. And also, here in the back, you can see that 60-40 split we talked about earlier, so that they can fold independently. Here in the middle, the cup holders and storage area fold in to reveal a 3rd seat. You can also see the child anchor points for the child seats. The doors also have child lockout function, meaning the door can only be opened from the outside when activated. Of course, it's got the power function, and up here you can see that panoramic roof we talked about earlier. Here, this toggle, when pushed up, folds the seat forward, which it glides right to the front, allowing for a large opening to get into the 3rd row. This Pathfinder has bold styling, offers fog lamps, proximity sensor, and front camera, sits on those 20-inch rims, the Toyo all-season tires, and has great features like that chrome, the navigation system, as well as the panoramic roof. Come on down today to see this Pathfinder Platinum, or many more just like it.